Hi, it's Helen Tarrant. Hi guys, one of the things that people ask me about all the time is why do we need to look for upsides in commercial property? Or what are the upsides in commercial property and how does that affect the property that I'm looking for? You see, if you already have cash flow or you have strong servicing already and you're able to buy a commercial property that is a little bit run down or maybe only has a partial tenant in there, which means that it might be able to have two tenants in the property but only one side is tenanted and the side is vacant. So if you're able to afford a property like that and you're able to help service that property, then one of the upsides you have is to be able to refurbish the other side while one side of the property is supporting your mortgage and income, so there's no holding cost to you. And when you put the new tenant in there, your cash flow immediately jumps and you can get as high as double-digit cash flow in putting in a second tenant. And on top of that, you automatically increase the value of your property. Now, there's a few different upsides you can look for in your property, but one of the predominant ones that you can look for if you're looking at a property that is freehold, which means it's like a house, so you own the land, it's not part of a strata, so it's not in a complex. One of the things to look for there is potential to add things to the back. So can you extend out to the back? Can you build a shed at the back? Can you add more things to the property? Perhaps you could go upwards, and if you go upwards, you will be able to add a new tenancy. So it's all about creating more tenants in there, more rental income for you and more growth for your property. Another one of those tips for looking for upsides in your property is to look for properties that you can have easy change of use. So a retail shop front generally gets the highest rent, and that is because it is right at the base level. It's very accessible to customers. It's already got its OH&S approved, which means that for disabled or anybody who is having issues with walking or getting there, so you don't need to build ramps or anything. So it's really easy and very convenient for professional and government tenants and also medical tenants. But one of the things you want to look for is that how versatile is that property. So can you go from perhaps an accountant or lawyer's office to maybe a cafe, a medical suite, or even a dentistry, because all of those things affect the rent in your property and they affect the value of your property. So perhaps you could charge an extra 20% more on a medical tenant than you would a normal professional tenant. So if you could change the use of your property from, say, a lawyer or a solicitor's office, which is maybe paying a base rate of 40 or 50,000, to now a medical tenant, they could potentially be paying you an extra $10,000 more per year in rent, which all adds to the value and the security of your property.